Hello everybody, it's Rose Fatal with Fatally Honest, and if you have not watched the first installation of this two-part interview about polyamory, then you may do so right here. Just click on it, it'll get you to the first one, and if you have, enjoy!
A lot of polyamorous people tend to refer to themselves as poly, but a lot of Polynesian people have come out and said, please don't do that, because poly has kind of been the short version of saying I'm Polynesian. So these days, a lot of the polyamorous community, who is trying to respect Polynesian people, is going by saying polyam.
Polyam, okay.
Polyam.
So since you are a person who's not monogamous,
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
Okay. Between a monogamous relationship and a polyamorous relationship, which one are you more inclined to be in?
So I've been in both polyamorous and monogamous relationships, and they were all great fun, but I don't think I can actually do neither. Back when I was dating in a polyamorous way, it just required so much work. It's so much managing time and managing partners. It's like
you're on a schedule.
Yeah, I had such a tight schedule. Like Valentine's Day was just a mess.
How was that like?
I ended up breaking up on Valentine's Day.
Too much. I can't. I need time for myself, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, but while monogamy, like I make the comparison of monogamy is baking one cake and like taking care of that, and then you can eat the cake, right? While polyamory is like, some people say that polyamory is eating the cake and having the cake.
Yeah.
But I would rather say that it is having the ability to bake multiple cakes at the same time and then getting to eat them all.
Yeah.
So it requires a lot of effort. It can be really fun.
Yeah.
But in the state that I am right now, I don't feel like I have that effort and the time to do it. So, but I wouldn't consider myself monogamous still, because I still like to have these light-hearted, fun,
casual fun.
Yeah, casual things, kind of. Like I go on casual dates, and I flirt with people, and I can make out with people, but I don't take it further than that, because it hurts my partner as well, so it's a bit of like, this is what works for us.
So as there are many types of poly relationships, could you tell me more about the different nuances that make up the relationships?
Ooh, there are a ton, basically. But I think the ones that are most mentioned are, so we have non-monogamy as like the umbrella term.
Yes, non-monogamy.
Yeah, it's like the umbrella term. And then we have people who, for example, do swinging. That's like one kind of non-monogamy. Then we have people...
Could you explain more about swinging?
Oh yeah, swinging. So swinging is when couples have sex with, for example, other couples, and they do it together. Threesomes is also kind of a part...
Swing, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of also a type of non-monogamy. And same goes for people who are in open relationships. That's also one kind of non-monogamy. And then you have people who are in relationships with multiple people. So you have A, which is in a relationship with B and C, but maybe B and C aren't in a relationship
so it's
with
like
each
a
other.
straight,
Exactly. So that is what we call a V relationship. While we have others which are a triangle where everyone is with everyone.
Ah, okay.
I have friends who live like that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they live together and they have a dog.
Oh, so the dog is their children.
It's lovely.
That's pretty interesting to see that such a combination of relationship can take hold in a household. And when they are like talking about it with you, like is it like, do you see yourself being in that sort of relationship, or do you see yourself in a much more calmer, like less people in that sense?
I think I would see myself with one person, because institutionally that's much easier. Yeah. Because you can only get married to one person, and certain laws will only include two people being in a relationship. And because I am such a pragmatic person, I think that will be something which I
Will
will
follow,
value.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Some people would actually even argue, however, that having more people in a household, especially when raising kids,
Yeah.
will make it even easier and
To raise
make
the
it
kid.
better.
Yeah.
Exactly, because then you can always be someone who is with a kid. You can have a larger total income.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, when you're looking at it in a pragmatic point of view, when you have one child and you have about, like, let's say 3 adults, so maybe there's like 2 guys and 1 girl, or maybe 2 girls 1 guy, whoever it is, yeah,
Or a non-binary person.
yeah, anyone's cool. And like when you have that amount of adults and a child needs attention, and like there's always a person who is available to nurture the kid, the child. And other than that, like it doesn't have to be one adult having one opinion about something, because the kid can always have a discussion with all of them or one of them, and get different perspective and views on everything. Yeah. So it basically allows the child to have a broader perspective on topics that they want to learn about.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. But like any relationships, every relationship requires hard work.
Definitely.
So then you have a relationship with 2 people that you need to work on. And I know that we usually mention polyamory as in 3 people being together, but it can be way more than that. It can be a lot. Oh, I also forgot to mention Relationship Anarchy. It's
what do you mean?
So Relationship Anarchy as a coined term, or I don't know if I would call it ideology, which was coined in Sweden. And it basically means that all relationships, whether it's friendships, family, partnership, it should be on the same level. Like there shouldn't be this hierarchy of always prioritizing your romantic person
interest
first.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
And so usually a lot of people who practice relationship anarchy don't even call their romantic relationships partner or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. They would because they feel that by calling a person a partner, then you also put all of these expectations on what it means to be a partner.
Yes.
So instead of doing that, you could ask the person and say like, hello, I want you to be the person that I hold the hand and go to the cinema to. And then to the other you can go, you're the person that I want to have kids with. You're the person that I want to marry, to the third. It can be, because that's the whole foundation of relationship anarchy, is you building your own relationships.
And not basing it off a social construct of what a relationship is supposed to be about. Okay.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So I think that's, whether you're a relationship anarchist or not, I think it's a good thing to take some inspiration from.
Exactly. And like, I mean, you don't have to be full-on relationship anarchist. I mean, it's about incorporating that idea into your own lifestyle and making it work for you.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of polyamorous people do. It's that they say, okay, they're acknowledging their feelings, and then they're communicating about it. Yeah. And they're kind of building their own relationship from the start.
Yeah.
And a lot of monogamous people can do that too, of course. I just don't think it's the norm to, for example, ask, is it okay if I hold my friend's hand if they get scared?
Yeah, I think it's because it's kind of in a way, in a monogamous relationship, some people have this whole idea that they don't want to ask permission because it should have already been set that you guys know what parameters you guys are gonna work on. Exactly. But obviously human beings can't hey, now what I want. So it's all about communicating and being open.
Everyone has different boundaries in polyamorous, non-monogamous, and monogamous relationships too. So I think it's important to always
ask and discuss,
not make assumptions, because for some people, a friend sitting next to you in the car while you're in the back seat, that can be like such a harsh
insult.
That's an insult. That's a betrayal.
Yeah.
While to me, for example, that would absolutely not bother me.
Yeah, it would be cool with you.
Yeah, precisely. So I think it's very important to always talk about boundaries.
Yes, boundaries are good. What is a poly relationship to you, and how does it fit into your outlook in life?
I think it goes together with my belief that consent is very important, and I don't want to hide myself or any of my feelings, any of my thoughts, and I think that, I mean, I'm not in a fully polyamorous relationship, but non-monogamy means I can be entirely honest and be a bit more free. I'm free to be myself.
Yes.
And so is my partner. And that way I know that I love my partner for who they are.
And they love you for who you are as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, because of the ability to converse in such an open manner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I value openness and honesty. Probably, like, that's one of the highest things that I value in a relationship.
So do you think that you would continue a non-monogamous relationship and have children in the future as well?
If I have the time, absolutely. I mean, kids are very time consuming.
Yes.
But if, I guess, once they grow a bit older and can be a little more independent.
Independent and they can sustain themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Then yeah, probably.
Okay.
I think it's a good way to bring more ideas into. I think being exposed to different ideas through other people is a good thing, and it can like freshen up the entire relationship, not just me.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for joining me in this dialogue today. It's really amazing to be discussing this openly with you.
So, what about you folks? What are your thoughts on monogamous or polyamorous relationships, or just relationships in general?
So let us hear your thoughts in the comments below. It's Rose Fatal.
And Alex.
And we've been Fatally Honest.
So cheesy. It's so corny.
Corny.